Slide. Oh, what fun it is. I love slide guitar. There's a few tricks to know. Generally, with slide, I always think slower rather than faster because you want to get the most feel and emotion out of your sound. One of the things I like to do is, using your left hand here, is practice the vibrato. I think that's a really important thing when it comes to slide. It's like slow, medium, and fast, just like anything else. But I think the best way to do it is just kind of like just take a simple phrase. And what it does is by using kind of a slow vibrato first and then a fast one towards the end of a phrase, it kind of like makes the guitar resonate and you get that really kind of metallic, almost like resonator sound out of it, So it's a very cool trick to do. It's also important too, a muting technique, because slide is really all about muting, because you don't want a whole lot of unwanted notes. What I do is I kind of ghost. I keep my slide on this finger here, and I kind of ghost it with my index finger. So basically what I do is it's kind of following along, kind of just muting all the unwanted notes that I don't want to hear. So that's a good trick, and you'll find that when you're playing slide and you use this technique, that you'll have a lot more luck getting those really clean articulate phrases. Another good thing to do is keep in mind with your right hand is always mute with your palm, and you can either use a pick, or just your fingers, or a little bit of both. But I tend to play slide with just my fingers. I like the way it sounds. I like the kind of the really low notes you can get just by picking a note with your thumb, and then the really kind of articulate stuff with your hand. So it kind of goes like a little bit like this. So the whole thing is when you're playing with your fingers, you want to keep your palm muting the strings, and it's really important that you mute them, because if you don't, it kind of sounds like this. And you get a lot of unwanted notes and a lot of unwanted resonance. So it's really important to use your palm and your index finger here to ghost your slide work, and to mute here down by the bridge, because it really does make a difference and makes your slide work a lot cleaner, and you get really cool phrases like this. I wouldn't be able to pull all those individual notes if I wasn't muting as I go along. I should talk a little bit about the tuning that I'm using. This is open E, which is tuned very simply. It's E, B, E again, G sharp, B, and then E. It really is a very useful tuning. And when you're playing, like if you just bar here on the 5th fret, it's an open chord. So you get a lot of really cool things you can do, like. So slide is a lot of fun. It takes a lot of work to get it down correctly, but it also is so worth it because there's so many soulful things you can do and so many little parts you can add and so many new songs you can write just by experimenting with some slide work.